The boy Money Place. Welcome to today's lecture on money management. You're going to be surprised that people actually think they are saving money, whereas they are actually lavishing the money. In today's lecture, you're going to find out ways in which you can manage your money effectively, how to cut down your spending, things you need and things you want, and how you can get the best value of your money. Without further ado, let's dive into the lecture. The art and science of money management. Let's say from past times, there have been ways in which you gather your money, in which you represent your money, and in which you save your money. But in 2026, it's not just about restriction, it's about resource allocation for high quality life. You know, like when you have money, you don't want to use it because you are saving it for the future. You're restricting yourself. What we are talking here is not that. What we are saying is you have the money, you have your savings, and you're living your best life. That's all what money management is in this 2026. Think of your income as a stream of energy. If you don't build it down, it will just flow away. If you build the right infrastructure, it powers your entire world. That's exactly how it works. If you are not able to manage your money wisely, you are bound to face a destructive end. Don't forget, in our last lecture, we talked about how you can use your money in a way that to benefit you for a very long time. And now, the art of science describes money management as being able to manage your resource, building the best infrastructure, in the sense that you are able to utilize the money at hand to prevent future incurement. Alright, the modern hierarchy of personal finance. Before you can invest, you must build a foundation. Most people fail because they try to build a roof before the wall. You've not eaten. You don't have a house. You don't have water in your house. There's invariably nothing at home to fall back to. You want to invest, my bro, it's not gonna work. Because whenever you're hungry, you will just think about that investment. Pull it out and think about eating first. Somebody that you know eat, how will you invest? It will be very difficult. So you learn to master the act of getting your need first, because before talking about anything investment. That's why he described it as somebody who tries to build the roof before building the wall. So where are you going to lay the roof on? It will be very difficult, because no matter how you try to lay it, it will definitely collapse because there is no foundation for it. So you learn to build your wall first. What does this imply? Let's talk about the survival floor. Covering your four walls, which includes, as I said earlier, your food, utility, shelter, and transport. So there is no way you can say you're making investment, you are investing your money when these four basic needs are not met yet. to be so difficult. A hungry man is an angry man. So you will definitely invest, but you yourself will still go back to that place where you kept your investment and pick it out, because you need to settle your basic need first. You talk of utility, you talk of NEPA, power supply. Those are basic needs. You talk of data, you talk of core card. All those are basic needs, utilities that are necessary for you to survive on a day-to-day basis. Then you talk of shelter, where you need to lay your head, because you will not put your clothes in the street and leave it in the street. You need a key to lock your door, to keep your property safe, so that your investment can run well. So your shelter is very, very important. You can't stay at home all day. It's not possible. If not, you won't multiply your needs. You won't multiply your cash flow. So you need to go out and hustle more. In the process of hustling more, you need transport. Transportation is key. If you are not able to put transport first, your investment will not work. The safety buffer. What does this strategy imply? A $1,000 to $2,000 starter emergency fund to stop you from using credit card for minor hiccups. There are situations in which you need funds at hand to settle the immediate need first. And if those immediate needs are not settled, your investment capital will be at risk. You will find yourself borrowing against what you are trying to invest on. The purpose of your investment is to multiply it so that the future will be better for you. But right now, you don't have anything left, and you invested the one you have in your hand. It's not going to work. You must have something set aside in case emergency comes up. What if it happens the way you never expect it? Or what are you going to do? So things like that you keep in place first. It must not be up to $1,000 or $2,000. It all depends on your needs and wants, what you are capable of handling and what you're not capable of handling. Everybody has their own limits, so to say. Their elastic limits. This is where they can stretch to. So being in that limit, you know that this is what I actually need to set aside for myself. So when emergency occurs, I can fall back to this. Alright, the debt kill switch. Aggressively attacking high interest debt. Anything above 7%. It's not like it's very bad to borrow. It's not wrong to borrow. People rely on leverage. But you should be very, very careful the kind of leverage you put your hand in, to avoid excessive debt. You think that you're doing yourself a favor, while in actual sense you're actually helping the loaner and damaging yourself in a long run. Because in a short while, borrowing money seems to be very interesting in a short term. But as time goes on, in the long run, find out that you that borrow the money, you're already crying. Because as percentage and interest rate increases, you begin to feel the impact of the debt. So you should be mindful of the amount of money. The fully funded peace fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in a high yield cash account. Not like it's bad to live a stylish life. It's not bad. Sometimes you need to appear good. You need to appear very interesting. You need to appear fine. Because many a times those things attract more blessings. Many a times they attract well-meaning people to you. But you should know where and how to cut out. In the sense that you wouldn't want to afford what is bigger than you in order to impress or live for others. So you should cut your spendings when it comes to living a stylish life. The 50-30-20 rule, the golden ratio. This is the industry standard for balanced living. To ensure you enjoy today while securing for tomorrow. What does the budget say? This is the budget rule. Your savings should be 20%, your wants should be 30%, and your needs should be 50%. Then we will now begin to ask, what are your wants and your needs? Wants, you need it. Like, it's a want, you need it, but you can do without it. If it's warrants, you can actually do without it. For example, people that use car. Unless you're using a car for a transport business, it becomes your need. At this time, it's not your want, it's your need. It's a necessity. You must have it because that is your source of income. But in any case that you can use transport, public transport, to where you are going to, it becomes a want. So you can choose to afford it, or you choose not to afford it. That is your needs and your wants. But in terms of 50% needs, those are the things you must have. Your house, your shelter, very, very important. Your transportation, very, very important. So those are needs that you cannot do without. Those are 50%. Make sure you have it readily available in order to source the remaining 50, which is your savings and your wants. That is the budget rule. Your rent, your grocery, your insurance, and basic bills, 50. Dining out, Netflix hobbies, and necessary but joyful money later. In the sense that you can do without it, though it brings joy on its own. For the future, your debt overpayment, retirement contribution, and long-term investment. Those are things that are very, very important too, that you should not neglect. Then the loud budgeting framework in 2026. Transparency is the new status symbol. Loud budgeting means being vocal about your financial boundaries to protect your mental health and your budget. Audit your subscriptions. If you haven't used it in 30 days, kill it. Small leaks sink big ship. Small leaks sink big ship. Those things that you know that though it looks necessary, but you can do without it, but you don't want to do without it, you keep on subscribing to it. In other words, you keep on reducing your income. The 48-hour rule. For any non-essential purchase over $50, wait 48 hours. If the needs disappear, so does the expenses. In this case, for instance, you want to watch a program by 5, and you know that you need to buy either data or you need to subscribe. And it happened that by that 5, either a friend or a brother calls you out for a meeting and say, okay, or let me take you out, and you consent. Within the hour of that 5 and 6 where that program needs to be watched, you're outside. The bill is covered. You're not going to see that time again. So it's gone. You set standard for those ones in the sense that you watch situations around you first before making a decision on what to do, so that you not end up wasting it. Had it been you subscribe and the call you got is very, very important, you don't have a choice than to leave the subscription and it gets wasted. Automation is king. Set your savings to move the moment your paycheck hits. If you never see the money in your checking account, you won't miss it. It's as simple as that. If you didn't see the money, you won't miss it. So what's the essence? So you just put it in immediately. It hits. It goes straight to your savings. Especially if your work is 9 to 5 or your work is mainly pay. It's not like where you get your income on a daily basis. It's not like the business persons. Many of them, they set it after they've done their budget and they choose to pay themselves. Strategic debt management, snowball versus avalanche. When it comes to paying off debt, your psychology matters more than the maths. Don't forget, you that is owing, you are a slave to your debtor. That's what the Bible says. So whenever you see the person you are owing, your heart skips a little. That is why you have to be wise when it comes to borrowing money, because your health matters a lot. On this channel, this is how we teach everything financial. Do well to hit the subscribe button and wait for the next lecture. Thank you so much.